Welcome to the Spooky Nerd Club, everyone. I'm your host, Ray. I'm here with my co-host, Horror Girl. To get right into it, how did you like the Terrifier 3 movie?
I loved it. Obviously, I loved it. I'm going to talk about it more in depth later, but I freaking love this movie.
How many times did you see it so far?
2 so far, but more soon.
I saw it on Thursday, and then I went back to the theater and saw it Friday morning. Basically, just see how it still felt, and I still ended up loving it. Honestly, though, with all of this happening, with Terrifier being released, I really can't believe how it smashed Joker in the box office. I know Joker's already been out for like a week, but the fact that this indie horror film is like dethroning it is kind of fucking crazy, honestly. How do you feel about that?
So considering just how long the Joker movies have been coming out compared to this like random horror movie, it's kind of wild. It's kind of crazy. It's freaking awesome.
And the thing is, it's like clown versus clown. And the budget was, I'm sure, way more on a Joker movie than Terrifier 3, which shows that studios, you can't always depend on these big budget Hollywood fucking movies. Take some chances in doing some different and wild shit that you've never seen before. Stop being scared and trying to cater to everyone and being so conservative about things, and just let loose and have fun with films. And that's what filmmaking is about. So I hope this really teaches them a lesson, because I'm just tired of the same old Blumhouse horror movie that comes out. It's always the same type of shit all the time. It's just getting redundant by now. So Congratulations to the team who created Terrifier 3. I think they definitely started a new, they started a new life in Hollywood, and hopefully, it can definitely help motivate to do some other projects for other indie filmmakers. And I think that's pretty awesome. So I just wanted to say that. I saw this with Mike, actually, which Mike loves scary stuff, who's on a channel sometimes. And I kind of fucked up because I bought tickets for a double feature, but apparently I had to buy tickets for each individual movie. So when we got there, we were watching Terrifier 2, and at the end, everyone just left the theater, and we were like, hold on, wait. It's like, are they not showing part 3? And then I looked it up and asked one of the guys outside of the theater, and he was like, oh yeah, you had to buy a separate ticket. I was like, what? Clearly on the ticket, it said double feature Terrifier 2 and 3. Why would I assume I need to buy 2 separate tickets for this event? Whatever, it could have been my fault, but the way they showed it online was very confusing. So we rushed over to a closer theater to where I lived, and we actually couldn't sit together because it was almost sold out. So he sat like right behind me in the theater. We watched it like that, but still enjoyed it. There were some kids next to me talking the whole time. I wasn't really too mad about it because it's not like I have to pay attention to a deep story here. But I enjoyed it a lot. I really did. I thought all the characters were great. All the new characters we were introduced to were very fun. And of course, David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown, as always, kills it. Slayed every single scene. His interaction with Santa Claus, with Clint Howard, that was there, Ice Cream Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that whole interaction was really cool. I appreciate the shit out of it. I do. And I know people are probably like, well, this story sucks or whatever it is, but it's like, I don't care. For these movies, I don't care. I'm gonna let them get away with it. So how did you feel when you went to go see it?
Well, just a quick side note, I brought my 76-year-old grandmother to see it with me.
Holy shit.
And she likes scary stuff, but she loved this movie because she loved David Howard Thornton. And I believe I've heard before that he has miming history. Is that is that true? Okay.
Yes.
Because her biggest comment was how funny his mannerisms were in the middle of all the gore.
Yeah. She
was this the whole time during the gore, but she loved it, and I think that says a lot.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper.
So one thing I was happy not to see in this movie was the little pale girl. Not because I don't like her, it's because I don't like her character. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, was I don't know, there was something about it that I just didn't care for it too much. And apparently the lore in this one is I guess his partner in this version of Terrifier 3 was the pale girl grown up, but I don't know how true that is it?
I think it's like it's just a demon that has taken over this person's body, and they were in Pale Girl last time, I guess. But I think introducing the lore is like it's a little like I don't really care about that. I just want
It's
to see
confusing a little bit.
That's a little confusing.
I'm glad that girl died in this movie because I don't want to see her in another one.
Mm-mm.
I feel like at that end scene, it was kind of too dominant with her like engaging with Lauren and all that. Like, shut up, let Art do his thing. Like, don't make me feel like Art is your bitch.
That's what she was acting like for sure. She just like took on a whole persona, which is cool. I like her better than Pale Girl, but like I'm glad she's gonna be gone, hopefully, because I don't care about anyone other than Art. Realistically, that's all I care about. So
if you're gonna put that in your mouth, you gotta pay for it.
Well, after seeing part 3, have we come to the conclusion that Art the Clown just can't be killed?
I don't understand how he can be killed. Even when he was stabbed with the sword, he's not dead.
Yeah, right?
So what the fuck else are they gonna do?
It takes on that like Jason Voorhees form that he can always be resurrected in some kind of weird way, some demonic way, which, you know, I'm sure they probably lean into because why would you want to kill this franchise and just end it? This is one of those franchises that I feel like is going to go on for a long time.
Yeah, I think so too.
Are you okay?
So once again, I think Lauren Lavera killed this movie, and I enjoyed her performance in part 3 a lot more. You can tell a little bit she's grown. I mean, she was great in part 2, but I feel like you could tell she's grown more as an actress and she's getting more comfortable and stuff like that. She feels legit, right?
I think I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like you can just tell how confident she is in herself and like her character now. Like she owned it the whole time, and it made her so much more badass.
So do you think that with her surviving part 3 that she deserves to be up there in like the list of legendary final girls?
Yes.
She's climbing that ladder for sure.
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
Here's another thing. Do you think Elliot is really dead?
Okay, so I don't know because they said that Gabby was dead and then it wasn't actually Gabby and then she just like came back out of the woodwork. So she very easily could just be saying that he's dead to like get to Sienna, but it's not, you know, he might not be. We never got to see it. So because it was off camera, we really can't say.
That's what I'm saying. You know, in filmmaking rules, if you don't see him die on camera, then you should never believe that the character is actually dead. So that's why I think potentially he's still alive.
Right.
You know, they might have just been fucking with Sienna during that last scene.
So I also had a thought that like wherever Gabby ends up, when Sienna finds her in wherever that is, maybe she'll find him too. Like, I don't know, but...
You think Elliot went down to that underworld?
Maybe.
How the fuck is Sienna gonna get her niece back?
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
When that happened, I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what is this?
Well, first I was like, when the sword went down with her, I was like, oh shit, what are they gonna do? But then it didn't even kill Art anyway, so like... I don't know. I just don't know how they're gonna... I hope they don't ever kill him. I hope they don't come up with a way to do that, but I just don't know where anyone went or how they're gonna... I don't know.
So after all of this, you know, we soaked in everything from these first 3 Terrifier films. Where do you think they'll go in part 4?
I don't even know what to expect because every movie has been so vastly different. I would say we're probably going to get more lore, probably with Sienna's dad, because I still don't like totally get the lore and like why Sienna was chosen and how she can heal, which was so out of left field. But then I think we're going to start getting like crazier kills, not the gore part, but like when Art was at the mall and he like hit that bomb out of left field. I need more of that. That was my favorite scene of the whole movie, probably.
Little badass kids, keep your hands out my bag. That's what you get. I think for part 4, it might be Sienna's last movie. And I only say that because there's only so long you can beat this dead horse of her surviving and coming back, her surviving, coming back. Eventually, we're going to have like a new arc for Art the Clown. However, she gets away from him or kind of moves to another country so she never has to see this man ever again. However she does it, I think it's going to be Sienna's last movie.
Well, I mean, what they could also do is if they continue it like 3 more movies, 4 more, whatever, and they do it like Scream, then she can come back like later on in the franchise like Nev Campbell did. I don't know. But I don't want her to be gone.
I don't either.
But it's going to get played out if it's her doing the same stuff every time,
Wouldn't you want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you?
We both know this isn't over.
You know what's crazy? It's like watching it made me think of like some different kind of weird kills that Art the Clown could do. Like literally in theaters, I was thinking, I was like, all right, this is kind of fucked up. But what if Art the Clown is chasing a pregnant girl? He was running around with an axe and he fucking hits the pregnant girl in the stomach with the axe. And when he pulls it out, the baby is stuck to the axe.
You thought of that in your brain.
Yes.
Leave that in. Do not cut that out of this video, please. Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be crazy though? Like,
DM him on Instagram.
he's already testing the waters with killing kids. Next is babies.
Next, it's going to be on screen, I would assume, because every one of the explosion doesn't count because you didn't see anything, but
you just see like limbs and stuff.
Yeah, just parts.
He's definitely playing with like inching his way into like, the rating system. Like, hey, let me do this. Hey, let me do that. Hey,
how far can I go?
Exactly.
What goes through your brain when he's close enough to you? You feel his breath.
Now that there's 3 movies, rate 1, 2, and 3.
Part 1, I think is the worst. Part 2, second best. Then part 3, I think is the best one.
Yeah, I agree too.
And I think they're only going to get better like that because of the budgets that they're getting and the filmmaking experience that you get with each movie. You learn from your lessons and you just get better and better and better. So I think these films have that type of potential. Now, if you add a good fucking writer on these films, it can take this movie to a whole nother planet. So
improve the storyline just a little bit. Crazy.
Exactly. It's like you always got to hire someone that's better than you at a certain position to reach the maximum success in any kind of project. They do that, I feel like this movie can actually break barriers and like becoming like a legit contender. I think they're on the path to that, honestly.
I have to go back to the Terrifier.
So yeah, I love the Terrifier 3. I highly recommend everyone to go see it if you haven't watched it already. It's probably one of my favorite horror films of this year, and that says a lot. Yeah, I'm a fucking fan. I'm a fan for real. Like, I love these films now. Thank you all for checking out this video. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the Terrifier 3, and let us know how many times have you saw this film. And do you think Art the Clown can ever be killed? Because I'm really curious about this. And until next time, everyone, we'll see you all soon. Take us out, horror girl.
Merry Christmas, and thanks for watching. See you next time.